All right, family. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Seti. Kick back, get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. I'm excited and delighted to be accepting members to not only the Sarah Seti YouTube page, but the General Seti YouTube page, two dynamic powerhouse institutions on YouTube giving you nothing but black power, black divinity. I want you to subscribe immediately. I want you to become a member. Link right down in the video description. It's in the chat. All you had to do is just click it. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join, even if you don't. I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti General Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. Hold just a second. All right, family. The general got a new website up on Teachable, uploading a lot of dynamic curriculums, powerhouse programs, certificate courses. First one up, the 25 steps to the redemption, the definitive black manhood, designed for the brothers by the general. It's a dynamic program. You can go over to the website. You could preview the curriculum. Also included the Brotherhood of Heru Round Table live stream where the brothers meet once a week, discussing very important, very powerful information pertinent to our growth and development. Get over there, check out the curriculum, become a brother, become a member, and engage in one of the most dynamic programs for the brothers out here. Let me turn this TV down, family. Hold just a second. Okay. Yeah, that's this. Hold on, let me turn this TV down. I knew I was hearing some kind of backdrop. Anyway, ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Seti, DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and comedic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family I know you're going to like and love. Check it out. Get a discount, shop and save and shop. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com. Seti University, 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know from the general. We got, you know, the list, you know it's fire. Ain't no reason for you not to be a member. Get on over there, check it out, family. Become a member today. And everybody know the general got the popping his page on Patreon by far. Over 500 exclusive live streams that you have never seen before. You know it's fire. You know it's too raw for YouTube. Every video, every live stream was broadcasted on Patreon, no other platform. So we not rehashing, we not doing that. You get it fresh out the pack. Get on over there and get that work. Family is waiting on you. To those that donated to the general, thank you. I appreciate you. Those would like to donate, link right there in the chat. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid because I will ban your ass. Now, this is a crazy, you know what I'm saying? This is one crazy goddamn story, family. It just like, you know, you can't keep, you just can't run out of demonic shit, you know, dealing with this Cro-Magnon Neanderthal. Just ain't going to run out. And when you thought you done heard it all, and I thought I done heard some weird shit now, you know, but this right here is so catastrophically demonic that this is what I'm talking about. You know, they take shit, you know, from our people and they stretch this shit out for months. They still talking about Carmelo Anthony. And here you ain't never heard of this motherfucker. I had his name. I got the videos in here, and they're gonna run this shit down. But this sick demonic motherfucker, I got little clips, but I went in and I looked at a video that, went more in detail into this Russian. He's a sick occultist in Russia, and man, the motherfucker, I believe it was the occultism that drove the motherfucker into the sick satanic rituals and not just ritual, they were rituals, but this is something different. You feel me? This shit here hit different, this is on, clearly this shit is on some Jeffrey Dahmer, on some escalated level shit. So the motherfucker didn't, whatever reason he went into the cemetery, he was going into the cemetery, removing bodies. You see, removing bodies of girls and women, and motherfucker bring them to the house, and with porcelain and shit, this motherfucker mummified them and turned them into dolls. You see what I'm saying? And it went on for over like 9 years and shit. Almost a goddamn decade before motherfuckers even realized, what he was doing. I believe listening to one of the videos that they caught him coming out of the cemetery and whatnot. And one video said they might have, thought that he was some type of Muslim, terrorist and shit, and they thought that maybe, he had some blueprints for an attack and shit on Russia. So they hit his goddamn house, and then they come in, and they didn't realize at first because they wasn't coming in there for that, I believe. They didn't know what the fuck, and so they come in, and the goddamn, it looked like dolls. You know what I'm saying? Look like dolls and shit. And then, come to find out, this motherfucker done been digging up bodies, man. This motherfucker done made dolls out of them. I say, oh my God. This has got to be some of the most demonic shit I heard in my whole life. And because he didn't murder him now. He dug him up. He dug the motherfuckers up, and they put him in the psychiatric ward and all this good shit. And believe it or not, the motherfucker is out. The motherfucker is out, and I heard he worked for Toys R Us. The motherfucker worked for Toys R Us now. I heard he in the doll section. Yeah, he's yeah, he's the general manager of the doll section. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's not funny, but you have to laugh, man, to keep from like hollering out, like, what the fuck is really going on? Yeah. This motherfucker got a gig with Toys R Us. You see? Yeah. So I'm telling you, don't buy no motherfucking dolls out here fucking around, and we just been talking about dolls. I know. I see, and this did some land. I was just watching something else, and it just popped up, and they said this doll maker. I say, what the fuck is this motherfucker, sick motherfucker doing? I could have never thought from what, the title of the video was that this motherfucker would be doing some shit like this. Yeah, let me go ahead and get this in here, y'all. I'm gonna come with the straight work first. I'm gonna come with the work. Somebody gonna come in here and explain this shit to us. Okay, let me get this shit in here. Yeah, this was some unbelievably wicked shit right here, man. Wait a minute. I think this might be okay. Is this it? I believe it is. Let me see. It look like it. It's the only one that's red. Let me see. Here you go.
Today we're going to dive into the chilling and macabre story of Anatoly Moskovin, whose obsession with the dead led to one of the
Anatoly Moskovin. You see, this is a Russian psychotic maniac.
most disturbing discoveries in modern history. You're going to want to fucking buckle up for this one, you guys, because it's about to get very dark very quick. Anatoly Moskovin was no ordinary man. He was an historian and a linguist that spoke 13 different languages, and he was from Russia. He was known for his encyclopedic knowledge in burial rituals and cemeteries. But beneath his scholarly exterior laid a dark and twisted obsession. Before we dive into his dark obsession, we're going to go back in time in his life when he had a childhood traumatic experience.
Now, they always going back. You see, this is how these Cro-Magnon Neanderthals do. They always go back to some ancient time in a motherfucker life and say, I understand, motherfucker, but goddamn, that ain't got shit to do with a goddamn thing with you digging up no damn bodies out the cemetery, turning them into goddamn dog. You know what I'm saying? Nothing, and I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? You was a sick motherfucker then, you was a sick motherfucker now, and you was gonna be sick regardless of to that event. I'm tired of this shit. But they said he was into rituals, he was into motherfucker had knowledge in cemeteries. What the fuck? What the fuck you need some knowledge in the cemetery? What the kind of shit is you into? I don't know no job where you could get, you understand, where, I ain't never seen on Jeopardy where motherfuckers got, and one of the subjects is cemeteries and shit. They say this motherfucker had encyclopedic knowledge on cemetery. So this motherfucker would run the whole goddamn subject. If he was on Jeopardy, they say he'll run the whole goddamn subject. So this motherfucker, his infatuation with this burial shit. You understand what I'm saying? This shit probably go back into his early age.
He claimed that he went to this funeral of an 11-year-old girl and he was forced to kiss her.
What?
That led to his dark, twisted obsession.
You hear that shit? Say the motherfucker say he was forced to go to a funeral of 11-year-old girl. He went to a funeral for an 11-year-old girl and was forced to kiss her. What the fuck? Oh, man.
Ever since then, he was fascinated and obsessed with the dead. In 2011, authorities made a horrific discovery. Moskovin exhumed the bodies of 26 girls and women from aged 3 to 29 and dug their bodies up from the graves. But not only that, he mummified them and he made them out of dolls. He would dress them up in bright colors and
look at that
display them around his house like they were some fucking...
Man, listen here. I'd have grabbed the first pipe. You see what I'm saying? And went straight to that cranium. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we need that pipe. You know what I'm saying? That nice one. One of them goddamn poles out there. You put the goddamn fence, one of them solid ones and shit. Well, I don't know what that is. That's a pipe too. Yeah, you need one of them ones you build the goddamn fences with. You dig one and with the cement still on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just a little bit where you could pick it up. You see what I'm have to go to work on it. Got to go to work.
Antique dolls. This photo right here is an actual mummified body of a girl. Very disturbing and chilling, and she was made out of a fucking doll by this monster.
What the fuck?
Behind me is another chilling doll. I'm gonna show you, so trigger warning.
And this shit is crazy,
How
man.
sick and chilling is this, you guys? What the fuck was going on in this man's mind? This poor little girl was one of his victims.
And bitch, don't be confused. You know that's your uncle. You see what I'm saying? Don't be motherfucking confused. Talk about what's going on in his mind. You know good and goddamn well what's going on. And that shit is that's a common trait. Goddamn it, y'all didn't have so many sick motherfucking diabolical killers and shit. That's y'all every one of y'all motherfuckers got about 2-3 of them in your family.
He dug her up, her right there. He dug her up, and he made her body into a doll. And I'll show you this doll. Look at her nose. And this was her as a doll, mummified.
That shit crazy.
It is just so creepy and chilling to think this motherfucker actually did this. It's very disturbing to know that his parents actually lived with him too, and they really thought that these were just some dolls that he made.
Now dig that. That's what I'm talking about. His mammy and his pappy was in the goddamn house with him. And they say they thought that they was really dolls. You should have mummified their ass. You understand? Gave the little dolls a mommy and a daddy. You see, mummified their ass and shit. You feel me? Come up in there and it'd be all just a little morbid family and shit. This is crazy. This is crazy. I don't even, know how in the hell I come by this shit. I guess I was looking up Annabelle. You understand what I'm saying? And her demonic ass, and it just went on into this. I say, God damn. That's why sometimes you had to turn the corner. God damn, you had to turn the corner on some of this shit, man.
You're meaning to tell me that 26 bodies were laid about his house or in his room displayed as dolls, and these parents didn't know?
That's crazy.
All right, I'm not going to blame the parents now, but this is just absolutely fucking strange. This case shocked the world, and it led psychologists and researchers alike to believe that he had some serious mental health problems.
Oh, really? You need some psychiatrists and say, oh, he has some serious, bitch, you don't need no goddamn psychiatrist to tell you that. Talking about it took some psychiatrists to say he had a real mental psychotic disorder. You think? That motherfucker got 26 goddamn dolls in his house and shit. He done mummified. He's got a mental illness. You need a motherfucker with a PhD to tell you that? Shit, motherfucker, any motherfucker in their right mind could give you that diagnosis. Shit.
He was diagnosed with paranoid schizophrenia. He has been held in a psychiatric hospital ever since. To Moscovin, these mummified bodies were not just corpses or dolls. He claimed that preserving their spirits could one day maybe bring them back to life through rituals that he would perform on them. Oh, this just gives me the heebie-jeebies. Let me know what you guys think of this sick and twisted story. And as always, make sure you smash that like.
Yeah, that was like, man, that's like, and to look back there at this goddamn picture, knowing it is, this has got to be one of the most demonic goddamn stories ever. You see what I'm saying? It got to be. It remind me of that. You know who that shit? Nah, as I think, it registered something in my mind when we was, all these sick witches of Christmas, and one of them was named, who was that? Was it Frau Percher that kidnapped and turned them into dolls and shit? Yeah. Yeah, so it's some shit that's probably in their goddamn DNA, but I think Frau Percher was one of them. Kidnapped the kids during Christmas time and turned them into dolls and shit and put them in around her house and shit. Look it up. If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm trying to tell you this. You see, now let me go to this other one. But that damn, they dropped it like a motherfucker on that one, man. That's like, whoa. Oh, man. And when you think you done heard it all, goddamn it, man, here comes something else, man, that'll blow your damn mind. Shit. I got to go get me some. I got to go get me some goddamn Florida water. Shit. God damn, you feel me? God damn, y'all motherfuckers. It made motherfucker had to go and get some Florida water. Shit. The fuck is going on, man? Hold on, family. I'm gonna put this one in here. Yeah, this motherfucker make a motherfucker have to get some Florida water, some Egyptian musk, and some goddamn Kush oil, Lotus. And goddamn it, and go to work. Goddamn it, go to work. Let me see if it came up in there. There you go, right here. Here we go.
Women into life-size dolls. My name is Anatoly Moskvin, and this is my story. I was a recognized Russian historian. Due to my studies of other cultures, I came into contact with black magic and developed a dark and unhealthy obsession. I was fascinated by cemeteries, funeral rituals, and death. I began visiting cemeteries, opened the graves, and took the dead bodies home. I spent entire days dressing them and applying makeup. To me, they weren't dead. They were just asleep. My house became a macabre mausoleum filled with these life-size dolls. Every day, I would talk to them, sing lullabies to them, and even organized birthday parties. It was my way of giving them a second life, but in 2011, the police uncovered my dark secret. I have been detained in a psychiatric institution since May 2012.
Okay. That was dead. But man, the motherfucker is out. He's out. They let this motherfucker out, man. They let this motherfucker out. Let me see if this one. Yeah, this one was ignorant too. Yeah, this one was ignorant too. Let me put this one in here. Yeah, this one this one was ignorant too. Like, God damn, man, what the fuck? I'm surprised they didn't try to break him off up in there, man. You know what I'm saying? Get his ass on up out of there. Yeah, get his ass on up out of there. How the fuck they let this motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Like they did old Dahmer and shit. They bust Dahmer head up in there, you know. They when they got a chance and shit, say he was in there doing little silly shit. You know what I'm saying? They went on ahead and bust his head off. Okay, where is that at now? I thought I put it in there. Hold on. Oh, it didn't take. Okay. Okay. Yeah, he's supposed to got his wig split. Straight up. Yeah, he supposed to got his shit split. Where's that damn? I just put it up in there. What the fuck? I guess they don't want me. I guess they don't want me to play this motherfucking video. They ain't gonna stop me. It's gonna pop up in a minute. Okay, it didn't pop up. Oh, there it go right there. Here you go. Here you go. Check this out, y'all.
Anatoly started wandering graveyards with his friends at an early age. On one evening when he was visiting a cemetery, he experienced something that would later cause his interest in death. This interest would evolve into him grave robbing 26 girls between the ages of 3 and 25 and sticking them in his apartment. He mummified the bodies.
Yeah, you see that? See how that motherfucker looks? That dome waiting on the pole. Shit. That dome, you already know that dome waiting on the goddamn pole to go upside it.
Apartment. He mummified the bodies and posed them. He said he was empathetic for the dead children and thought he could bring them back to life by either science or black magic. He also claims he never dug up a grave without the permission from the child within. Anatoly claimed that he was a witness at a funeral procession for an 11-year-old girl. During that procession, people in attendance shoved his face into the deceased little girls. He wrote that an adult pushed my face down to the waxy forehead of the girl in an embroidered cap,
Look at
and there
them
was nothing I could do
dogs,
but
man.
kiss
They
her
done
as
made him
ordered.
into
After a
dogs. Got him.
psychiatric evaluation, it
This
was
shit
determined that Anatoly
crazy.
suffered from a form of paranoid schizophrenia. Anatoly's parents noticed the mummified women but thought they were simply large dolls. Anatoly is now a free man.
He's a free man. Yeah, he's a free man. So you could be walking around in a city, a motherfucker just like that in a city near you. So family, hey, I had to bring this one to you. Because this is what I'm talking about. They want to talk about all these goddamn motherfuckers, you know, the Carmelo Anthonys and the Rodney Hintons and shit like that. And they stretch these they stretch these situations out for months and months at a time. And motherfuckers like, you know, these that then, you know, they've already been indicted, they've already been convicted. The crimes are so heinous, but they never bring this kind of shit out, you know, to the public. This motherfucker, dude, don't nobody really want. It's too heinous, but it's so many of these motherfuckers, believe it or not, it's not just like, oh, it's just one. You know, no. It probably, if motherfuckers knew how many of these type of motherfuckers was actually out here, man, motherfuckers might lose it, man. You feel what I'm saying? It take a certain type of motherfucker to know that, you know, a certain amount of a population is on demonic shit like this, and they okay living amongst these motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying? That take a certain type of, you know, a psychotic disorder in itself to stay up under somebody like that. But anyway, family, look, go on and tap in and yeah, just to, you know, for the sake of knowledge itself, not to, but to know, you feel me, and engage in spiritual warfare. You got them goddamn have all your armor on. You got to be ready to go to war at all times. You got to have the ancestors with you at all times, because with these type of demonic entities running around this bitch, man, you got to be fortified. You got to be fortified with all your spiritual vitamin and minerals out here. Believe it. All right, family. I want y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. We coming right black. We're going to be talking about this blue rain. We got some other shit on deck that we're going to be talking about. And I want you to come in because there's some weird shit going on out here. And I want to talk about it. Hit that Patreon, man. Get on over there. Get that work. It's so much valuable information on the Patreon page. Get over to kingseti.com. We're in effect in all the other ones. Check it out, family. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.